Hello student, good morning. You are safe, fine and at home. Health and Physical Education class 10. Today's topic function of skeletal system, classification of bones and types of joints. Skeletal systems. The skeletal system is consisting of all the bones of the body. There are 213 bones in children and 206 bones in adults. These bones differ in shape and size. These bones are joined together by ligaments. The hard, rigid structure of bone make a skeletal system to act as a framework which supports the body and gives it shape. Bones provide support and protections to the delicate organs of our body. Bones also provide surfaces for the attachment of skeletal muscles. In fact, these systems is a structure of bones. The skeletal systems protects many important internal organs. For example, a skull protects the brain and rib cavity protects the heart and lungs. A skeletal system can be divided into two parts for better understanding: axial skeletal and appendicular skeleton. Again, axial skeletal and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton in these parts of bones, the skull, rib cage, and vertebral column or backbone are studied. Basically, this part of bone is for support and protection of the important of the organs, and skeletal consists of the following bones. Number one, skulls in 280 bones, sternum 1, ribs 24, hyoid bones 1, and vertebral column 26 for adults and 33 for children. Skull. The skull is the large bony case at the upper extremity of the vertebral column. It can be divided into three portions of the body, namely carinum, face, and ear. The skull has following bones. Number one, frontal. It is forehead bone which makes eyes, sockets, and front part of carinal floor surface. Number two, parental. These are behind frontal bones, which form top side of carinal cavity. Number three, temporal. Temporal bones contain middle and inner ear structures and make to lower side of skull. Number four, occipital. It makes back part of skull, carinal floor and walls. Number five, saphnoid. It forms part of the floor of carinum. It is shaped like a bat with two large wings. Number six, ethmoid. It is irregular bone. It helps make up front portion of canal floor, upper and side wall, and part of nasal root. Uh, Number B, rib care. In rib care, number one, sternum. This is a breastbone and flat dresser shaped bone. Number two, uh, true ribs. These are upper seven pairs attached to sternum and by costal cartilages. Number three, false ribs. These false ribs do not attach to sternum directly. Upper three pairs of false ribs are attached by means of costal cartilages of seventh ribs. Last two pairs do not attach to sternum at all. C. Vertebral column. It consists of 26 bones. It is a flexible segmental rod shaped like an elongated letter S. It forms axis of our body. It supports the head from below and balances the head. This has following vertebrae. Number one, cervical vertebral. First are upper seven vertebrae are called cervical. Thorax vertebrae. Next 12 vertebrae are thoracic, and 12 pairs of ribs are attached to it. Lumbar vertebrae. Next five vertebrae from the lumbar region. Sacrum. Five separate vertebrae are there in a child, which get fused in adulthood into one large triangular shaped bone named scalum. Mm, Cossacks, this is also fused bone and tailbone, and wide bone, which is one in number. Number two, appendicular skeleton. This skeleton consists of the following bones. A, upper limbs N64 bone, and lower limbs 62 bones. Upper limbs, it consists of 64 bones, which are follows: clavicle in 2 bones, scapula 2 bones, humerus 2, radius 2 bone, ulna 2 bone, carpals 16 bones, metacarpals 10 bones, and flanks 28 bones. And B, lower limb, it consists of 62 bones, which are follows: number 1, femur 2, patella 2, tibia 2, tarsals, ankles 16, metatarsal 10, phalanges 26 bones. Functions of bones. The important functions of bones are given below. Number 1, provide to support. The bones are principal organs of support. They support the whole body. Number 2, provide protection. Bones provide protection for some of soft and delicate organs of the body, such as skulls and pelvis. 3. Bony system give shape to the body. Bones play a vital role in shaping the body. It may provide long or short structure. Number 4, act as a lever. Bones act as a lever in our body. These help in doing work easily. Number 5, passive instruments of locomotions. Bones are passive instruments of locomotion or movements. In fact, these enable us to move. Number 6, bony system serves for the attachment of muscles. Bony systems provide surfaces for the attachment of skeletal muscles. This bony framework afford attachment for the supports, maintains them in position, shelters them, helps to control and direct varying internal pressures, and gives stability to the whole body. Classification of bones. According to the density and hardness, bone has two parts. Number 1, compact or hard bone, which forms of outer layer of all bones and the shaft of long bones. And B, cancelled or spongy bone, which forms of the inner parts of the flat bones, the ends of the long bones, the body of the vertebrae, etc. However, the bones are generally classified into following 5 types. Number 1, long bones. Long bones are found mainly in the upper and lower limbs. Each long bone, each long bone mm, mm, bones of upper and lower arm, thigh, and leg, and fingers and toes come under types of bones. For examples, humerus, ulna, femur, tibia, fibula, only due to their length, these are called long bones. Number 2, short bones. These bones are short in length, hence these are called short bones. For examples, carpals and tarsals are called short bones. These bones are cube shaped and are composed central spongy bone covered by a thin layer of compact bone. Those bone of ankles and wrist, example of short bones. Flat bones, these bones are thin and flat. They are composed of a central layer of spongy bone fixed between uh, toe. Outer layers are compact bones. The bones of ribs and shoulders are flat bones. Usually, these bones are found where protection is required, such as the bones of skull, scapula, and ribs. There is a always surface on flat for attachment of muscles. Sesamoid bones. Sesamoid bones. The word sesamoid is derived from Green word sesamum. Sesamum, a seed of the sesamum, and idios from our resemblance. These bones are found in knee, patella, hand, and foot. Irregular bone. These bones have complex shapes to compare to other types. They are similar to short bone and flat bones. Bones of a spinal column and some bones of skull. Irregular bones. Vertebra is a good example of these bones. Some bones of face also included under this head. Joints of bones. Joints area, the connections between adjacent bones. The study of joint is called orthology. In fact, articulating surfaces of the bones are sometimes is separated by a thin membrane, sometimes by connective tissue or fibrocartilage, and the freely moving joints are completely separated. In classification of joints, joints are classified according to amount of movement of which they are capable and their structural composition. So, according to capability of movement, we can classify the joints three categories. Number one, immovable joints. In such joints, the bones are actual contact. They do not have any cartilage padding in between and incapable of motion on each other. The joints are also called fibrous joints because the bone are connected by the fibrous tissue. Example of such joints are joints in the skeletal known as the sutures, where teeth like edges of one bone are firmly joined similar projection of the opposite bone. Number two, slightly movable joints. The joints consist of two bony surfaces united either ligaments or by ligaments with cartilage padding in between. In the bony surfaces, joints between of the bodies of the vertebrae are examples of such joints. These allow a very limited movement to take place. These joints included two varieties. Number one, symphysis and cynochondrous. Number one, symphysis, or number two, cynochondrous. A symphysis, it is a joint where two bony surfaces are connected by a broad flat disc or fibrocartilage. Uh, Symphysis pubis and internal vertebrae joints. Synochondrous, it is temporary form of joints. The cartilage is changed to bone before adulthood. These joints are found between the diaphysis and epiphysis of the long bones. Freely movable joints. These joints are also called synovial joints. These joints included most of the joints of the body. In the most of these joints, the joining surfaces of bones are covered with the thin layer of cartilage. The joints are, are lines with the membranes called the synovial membranes, which gives out a thick fluid resembling the while of an egg, which helps the lubricate or moisten the joints, thereby prevents the effects of friction. The cartilage layer in between the bones in many joints helps the absorbing the shocks and enables proper fitting of the joints. Ligaments consisting of while fibrous bands binds the jointing surfaces of bones. These freely movable joints are further classified into six categories: gliding joints. In gliding joints between the articular surfaces glide over each other. Joints between the carpal bones and between the tarsal bones are gliding joints. Hinge joints. This is one-sided action in these joints. These joints turn inward like a hinge of the door, and after the again become straight joints of knees and ankle joints. Number C, ball and socket joints. Ball and socket joints are made up of a large round end of a long bone which fits into the hollow of another bone. The shoulder and hip have a ball and socket joints. The saddle joints. These are joints are like the joints of special ball and cavity joints, but there are no muscles while actions. These joints allow angular movements in two directions. Wrist joints. Movements of these joints include flexion, extension, adduction, abduction, and uh, the circumduction, but no rotation. Pivot joints. Here, a pivot-like process held on fibrous rings help in performing almost all movements. Best examples of these joints: the joint between the atlas and the axis vertebrae. The properties and functions of muscles. Muscles are made of thousands of narrow or long muscle cells. These cells are called muscle fiber. These fibers are arranged in mm, epimysiums. Epimysiums is a tough layer of connective tissue. Every muscle fiber is made of very large number of microscopic threads called myofibrils. Myofibrils is made up of protein molecules called axon and myosin. Human body has about 600 voluntary muscles. These muscles are three types: skeletal, smooth, and cardiac. Properties of muscles. Excit, uh, excitability. Excitability is the response of muscles to stimulation by hormones and nervous. This is important to regulate muscles activity. When cells stimulate, muscles contract and to work, most often by the nervous supplying them. Nervous impulses cause to release of the neuro neuro neurotransmitter mm, acto actoholine, and the nerve muscles function and the actoholine activities receptors on the surface of the muscle cells. This results in an influx of positively changed receptors on the surface of cells. This results in an influx positively charged sodium joints into the muscle cell, and deployations of the muscle cell membranes, which in the sodium joints into muscle cell, and depolarization of muscle cell membrane, which in the sodium joints, which in the sodium joints resting state is quite negatively charged. If the membrane become depolarized and actions potentials results, the muscle cell is then excited from electrochemical standpoint. Electricity, elasticity, not electricity, elasticity, the ability of muscle to stretch, reswell to their resting length is known as elasticity. In other words, elasticity is the ability of muscles to return their original length when relaxing. Elasticity is important for muscles in order to make them able to their jobs. If ray or biceps muscles fail to resile to their resting length after being stressed during a series of curling exercises, they would become stacked muscles with no tensions, and no tensions are unable to generate any force and are therefore useless as a lever. Contractility, 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 contractility is the ability of muscle to contract or shorten. It is required for the muscle to work. For example, when the heart muscle contract, the blood moves through the heart. Another examples of contractility are cardiac muscles. These muscles contract into response signals from the cardiac concentration system. In the case of skeletal muscles, muscle cells content when stimulated or by neural input. Smooth and cardiac muscles do not require this input contact when stimulated by neural input. Smooth and cardiac muscle do not require this input. When muscle cell is excited, the impulse travels along various membranes of the cell to its when a muscle cell uh, in interior, where it leads to opening of the calcium channels. Calcium ions flows towards and bind protein molecule called troponin, leading the sequential changes in the shape and the position of the associated proteins. Tropomycins, myosin, and axons. Myosin blinds and small strands within the cells called myofilaments and pulls them along, causing the cell shorten or contact. Extensivity, extensibility refers to ability of muscle to be stretched or extend. Extensibility the means that muscles can be stretched to their normal resting length and beyond to limited degrees. Most of our body lack capacity to stretch. Attempting to do so only damage or destroy them. Your long cylindrical muscle cells, however, are different story. Muscle cells contract in order to retain this quality. They must accordingly possess extensibility. This is required in a lot of coordination movements. For example, when you run, hamstring in the back of your thigh contact while your adductors and are extended and conversely. That's all. Good day.